Chapter 1. The Importance of Setting Limits. Have you ever pondered the profound importance of setting limits in your life? Our journey today delves into the realm of personal boundaries, exploring the art of saying no and the transformative power of setting limits. In a world that constantly demands more of us, setting limits can seem counterproductive. After all, why restrict ourselves when there's so much to achieve, to experience, to become? The answer lies in the paradox that by setting limits, we actually empower ourselves to live more fully, to perform more effectively, and to cultivate a sense of balance that eludes those who stretch themselves too thin. Chapter 2. The Vessel of Human Capacity. Picture the human being as a vessel, capable of holding a finite amount of energy, time, and emotional capacity. Pour in too much and the vessel overflows, leading to stress, burnout, and a myriad of other issues. Setting limits in this context is akin to respecting the capacity of our vessel. It's about acknowledging our human limitations and planning our lives in a way that optimizes our well-being and productivity. Chapter 3. How to Set Effective Limits. So how does one set effective limits? Firstly, it's essential to recognize the need for limits. This requires self-awareness, understanding your capacity, and identifying the areas in your life where you feel stretched. Secondly, practice the art of saying no. This isn't about being negative or dismissive, but rather it's about valuing your time and energy. Saying no to less important tasks allows you to say yes to what truly matters. Thirdly, communicate your boundaries clearly. Be assertive, not aggressive. Remember, setting limits is not about restricting others, but about safeguarding your well-being. Lastly, be consistent. Setting limits is not a one-time act, but a continuous process. It requires perseverance, courage, and the willingness to reassess and adjust your boundaries as your life evolves. Chapter 4. The Empowerment of Setting Limits. Setting limits allows us to reclaim our time, our energy, and our peace of mind. It empowers us to focus on what truly matters, fostering a sense of purpose and direction. It enhances our relationships as we learn to respect not only our own boundaries, but those of others. And most importantly, it cultivates a sense of self-respect as we learn to value ourselves enough to protect our well-being. Chapter 5. The Liberation of Setting Limits. To conclude, setting limits is not about constriction, but about liberation. It's about freeing ourselves from the endless demands of the world, to focus on the essential. It's about respecting our human limitations, and in doing so, allowing ourselves to flourish. Let this be a reminder that the power to shape your life lies in your hands. Remember, the art of saying no is, in fact, the power of saying yes to a healthier, happier, and more balanced life.